Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Robert and my channel is Western Newfoundland Adventures. I am looking for your help and suggestions, something different. So um, right now it's October, and come springtime when I can access the cabin after the snow melts, I want to be here basically full time. What I have going on right now is I've got some lights. Um, I only have one or two lights on at a time right now, no big deal. Um, that's basically it for the electricity. And then I've got my fridge here. My fridge, I was just looking, it's a 115 volt, I think it is. I'll have to look it up later to find out exactly. And last time I was in here for a night, it was cloudy for a couple of days. I arrived and I decided to turn on or start using the solar at around 3:30 in the afternoon, and by 8 o'clock the next morning I heard the alarm going off for low battery energy. So so when I arrive in the spring, I want to be here pretty much full time. And when that happens, I'm going to be running more than just a refrigerator. So I want to have some kitchen appliances, off and on, bread mixer and vacuum sealer and whatever else. But I also would like to have a 3 cubic foot freezer if possible, because I want enough freezer space that I don't have to keep running to the store. So I want to have a pile of meat. Also, if I get a moose at some point in the future, I want to be able to, to have a quarter in the freezer, and just backup food and whatever, steaks, whatever. Uh, and So that's one of the things I'm thinking about. Right now, the freezer's got a fairly big fridge, but I like to have a 3 cubic foot if possible. So that and kitchen appliances, and probably gonna have my computer here too as well. It's not a laptop. I'm not sure if I want to buy a laptop, but it's 10 years old, and might as well use it till it dies, and then I'll get a laptop for convenience. But right now, and so that'll be spring, summer, and fall. I'll be here, so I'll be here for months, and I want to make sure that I've got enough. So here's what I've got in the for solar. I've got a solar. The panel. I got one panel, and it's let's see if I can. So I got one panel up above here, right up there. I've already looked at it. Took a picture of the tag that's back there. It's a 480 watt panel, and I've got a generator to as a substitute, but I'd rather not use a generator at all. I like to stick to the solar power as much as possible. So right now I've got four 12-volt batteries that I looked up. These are die-hard marine lead deep cycle batteries. So they're 12 volt. And then the Rover 30A MPPT charge controller, that's can do 12 volt or 24 volt. And then I've got the inverter, I guess it's called. I think what I've read, that's maxed at 12 volts, so I might have to upgrade that. But so I don't know anything about this. Like, this is my first time being introduced to solar power. So I've got these batteries, and I'm thinking, well, I'd rather have solar power batteries. And, do I stick with the 412, another 412 volt solar, like Life PO, whatever it is, Life PO4, and do I stick with the 12 or bump it up to 24 volts But I was told by one person that I would be limited to 2 because you can overpower the system. So, and the wiring needs to be looked at because the wiring needs to be compatible with the battery powers and stuff like that there. So I really don't know much about it. I've got the information, but I don't know how. I don't have the know-how to upgrade it because I want to be able to have it last longer than just over 12 hours. I want to have it last if it's cloudy or whatever for a bunch of days. It's expected to use the generator and recharge everything, but I like to be able to depend almost solely on the solar power, which would be nice. So how do I, your suggestions, how do I upgrade this? What's the best options for me? Do I bump it up to 24-volt batteries? Am I limited to 2 batteries? If I wanted to go to 4 batteries, what would I need to do? Would I have to change my controller and the converter? Whatever. Just throw things at me if you can, and let me know. Speak in layman. I've had people on Reddit because I've asked people on Reddit, and a couple of people went into detail, and I got confused. So I wanted to, this time around, if I'm doing video, I'd like for you guys to speak in layman and dumb it down because, I'm educated. I'm just not educated in solar power. So, and AC/DC and all that stuff. I know the band. That's about it. But yeah, if you want to, just help me out if you can. So that's it. I mean, if you have any questions, I'll be able to answer. Hopefully, over the next week or so, because I'll be back again. But yeah, just please, just give me some tips and so I can try and figure out how to do this in the spring. So lots of time. I don't plan on doing anything right at this moment, but I'm trying to prepare for when the snow finally clears and I can get back into the cabin, which is probably maybe late April or mid May if I'm lucky. Being in Newfoundland, you don't know if the winter's going to be deep snow or if the springs is just going to keep snowing in the spring. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for your help. And yeah, just feel free to let me know. Thank you. And I'll thank you now if you're going to help me out. So thanks a lot. Bye.